qualifying is sponsored by the all-new KFC Georgia Gold Honey Mustard Barbecue Chicken. It's finger-licking good. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR.
11 drivers have now made their runs in round one. This is Brendan Gaughan trying to make his second 500. He is the last of those open cars to qualify, and he's the quickest of them, so he will be in the Daytona 500 along with Elliott Sadler. David Reagan from Georgia for Front Row Motorsports trying to make his 11th 500. He is fastest overall, 47.518 seconds. And Matt DiBenedetto for Go Fast Racing is now quickest, 47.355. He'll be in his second Daytona 500. Gene Need, the crew chief. And because we're qualifying in the inverse order of practice speeds, we would expect that every car that goes on the track has the potential to be faster than all the cars that have run before it.
Most everybody's been so far around a tenth quicker. So a couple cars in there, a couple of tenths, but most everybody about 1/10 over what they practiced.
Benedetto is the first car to break into the 190s average speed, so should start seeing that continue to creep up.
This is Landon Castle from Iowa. Donnie Wingo's his crew chief at Front Row Motorsports. He's been in 4 Daytona 500s. Started third here in the July race in 2014.
And who was Trevor Baines' crew chief when he won the Daytona 500?
That would be the aforementioned
Donnie Wingo.
Donnie Wingo. Right. Top of the chart, 47.28. That's 7/100ths faster than Matt DiBenedetto. 190.3 is the speed.
Just a little bit quicker than yesterday. Best lap, 47.93 yesterday.
Michael McDowell from Arizona. Levine Family Racing now with Chevrolets and Todd Parrott, the crew chief. This will be McDowell's 6 Daytona 500s. Todd Parrott has 3 Daytona poles and 3 Daytona victories to his credit.
I was going to say, we talked about having experience down here in Daytona. Todd definitely has had some great finishes and some great race cars down here.
Listen, there are some amazing crew chiefs in that garage area. There's guys in there working on cars that have won the Daytona 500. There's guys in there working on these cars that we don't talk about a whole lot that have won championships.
McDowell comes to the stripe and he is third, 47.43, 189.7. So what is at stake for these drivers, other than the 2 fastest qualifiers, is where they will line up in the Thursday dual races that will set the field for the 500. As Austin Dillon, a former 500 pole sitter, rolls onto the track, here's Vince.
Well, we just finished our official post-qualifying selfie, Michael and I. Your last Daytona 500, special to commemorate it in that way, I know, but how about the qualifying run in general?
Well, I tell you, Vince, if you told me I was the fastest, it wouldn't have felt any different. The old Aaron's Toyota was sucked down on the road, felt good, just doesn't have a whole lot of speed. There's 2 types of people you'll talk to today. The ones that are up front and the ones that say qualifying don't matter. And we're going to go for the latter and think that maybe we can draft our way up in the middle of the mix. But I'm just really thankful for the opportunity to race again at Daytona. And looking forward to Thursday with you on FS1 talking about the trucks. And if you don't have a ticket to the Daytona 500, you better get one because the clash today was epic. And the 500 is going to be even better. So come on out and watch us.
Yeah, always the unique perspective. Thanks, Mike.
When Michael won the 500 in 2003, Slugger Labby was his crew chief. Labby's now the crew chief for Austin Dillon, who won the pole here in 2014.
Yeah, Austin Dillon has the best average finish on the restrictor plate races from last year. He and Slugger, once they got together, I think they really made a nice combination here, getting stuff done. The car was competitive, won a pole or 2, you know, and really turned the corner a little bit with his team.
The one driving for his grandfather, Richard Childress, in historic number 3. He'll be in his 5th Daytona 500.
What you'll start seeing as we get into the faster cars, you'll start seeing the platform of that car and how it's just sealed with the front splitter to the racetrack, and they get into the corners. You might even start seeing some sparks coming out the back because they've got the back down so well.
Top of the chart, besting Landon Castle by 14 or 16 100ths, 47-12 for Austin Dillon.